106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I'm in danger.
Fuck off!
I'll say Hitler. You get gas. So.
You just admitted to everyone you like getting rimmed.
I'm not racist. I'm not a racist person. Yet.
There we are.
Get in the bin.
Let the games begin.
Okay, well, that was the great beginning.
The very beginning. Yes, we used to start with the video, and I'm just not uploading the video onto OBS. So
just started
we
with
wing it until I press a sound alert, basically, and then that's it. It's the go time. Go time. I mean, do you know what? The flowers are already annoying me. I'm gonna move them.
Fuck the flowers.
Fuck the flowers. Yeah, normally we come up with some sort of topic to talk about, and I decided that let's just wing it and see what happens. Because fuck it, it'd be a lot funnier. The only thing I have planned is the drink I've bought you, a lovely bottle of Sprite, so we can play the Sprite challenge in a wee little
in
while.
Australia they have a second Sprite, like a lemon Sprite. It's like cloudy lemon.
I always said, how do you have a lemon Sprite? But it's lemon and lime, isn't it? So.
Yeah, but they have a lemon Sprite in Australia as well, at the same time as the normal.
And you didn't think to bring me one back?
Well, I'm not allowed to bring a fucking drink on a flight, am I?
Suitcase, dickhead.
No, maybe not.
Really?
No, I don't think so anyway.
Rude. I just realised I'm not.
Unless it's off duty. Like, you bought it in the airport and I couldn't find it in the airport.
Ah, fair enough, I like them. Yes,
yeah.
My tour drive finished, but I didn't open the door. So every so often you'll hear that in the background. I said, someone drive telling goes, I'm finished, but I'm keeping your clothes warm.
I am done, but you are warm.
I am done. You're not done. I am done. And actually, I need to take stuff out because I need to iron my shirt for tomorrow. I am no longer the South Stand supervisor tomorrow. I am Chief Steward tomorrow now.
Chief Steward?
Chief Steward. Oosh, big
well, I was
guns
going
up.
to say, because I ordered my ticket the other day, thinking to put me in the, is it the South Stand where the away fans are? Put me in the East Stand. You sure? Even though it's sold out. Okay.
Didn't think everyone's going to sit?
I know a lot are going to be standing.
So you just blend into them. So.
Okay. It's going to be one person just standing there without a seat. Where's best to park then? Because I'm going to be driving.
Ooh.
I don't know how else to get to Lee.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. I would come slightly earlier than normal.
Kick-off's at 8.
Yeah, so I'd say if you get there for about... Well, if you get there for 6, definitely. It turns out it's open at 6, open 2 hours before.
Yeah.
It'll already be filling up pretty nicely.
Right.
So, R5 is your best bet, 5, R5.
Word, oh, that's the thing.
On these spots, as long as you don't park on Morrison's, yeah. So Morrison's used to be, everyone could park on Morrison's.
Yeah. Then
they see in their arse, and now they put a 90-minute limit on it. Bit like Tesco.
First challenge, yeah.
So,
bastards.
But they've got their own on-site parking. So there's a gravel car park at the back. It's got opened up.
Okay.
And then there's other car parks around site.
Yeah.
So you will find come here enough. You will find a park. If not, you've got to park on Paint and Flash.
Right.
And that's pay and display. Fuck. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Okay.
People just tend to bet anyway.
Yeah.
In bizarre places, they've not got traffic wardens for the site. So even if you find a curb to curiously put it on inside a car park.
Okay.
Or I could just ask my dad when he arrives to park like a twat and take up like 2 spaces and then like, just move this one over here. But yes, Lee tomorrow for you.
Lee. By the time this comes out, we'd have played.
We'd have played and most likely have won.
Hopefully.
But Sodlaw says now that Craig's favourite teams go 0 for 2 week after week.
Very rare we lose 2 in a row. Very rare. Especially since we're world champs, mate.
World champs, mate. I seen everyone going on like, oh, they only played a team that were 11th in the league. Like they've played like 1 game, haven't they? Or 2.
Leeds.
No. Penrith.
Well,
they're not played many, have they?
They've only played 2 games. Yeah, the second game was this morning.
Yeah, so and they lost the first game, didn't they? So everyone's like, oh, you only beat King in 11th. Like, yeah, they fucking lost the first game. it'd be like the opening day of the Premier League. Man City lose the first game 2-0 to like, I don't know, Arsenal.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, oh look, City are down in 16th place. Like, yeah, and there's 37 other fucking games to go. You
It's a long way to
bellends.
go. It's just funny, like last week Penrith played the first game of the season. They lost to the exact same score, 13-12 to another top goal in the last minute.
You got to feel for them, aren't you? Right? You'd be fuming. You'd be like,
Fuck them, because they all wrote us off, didn't they? So
yeah, true.
fuck them.
True. Other teams like,
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
deja vu.
But then they won us money, so it's
I
fine.
do.
They're fine. Penrith are fine. Penrith Panthers, mate.
Might.
You fucking.
I can't do an Australian accent.
Mine turns into like a Cockney accent for some reason.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
don't know why.
Do you know what I watched the other day? There's obviously AXA do a lot with Liverpool,
Yeah.
and there's one of Trent and, but I think it's BT did it, or Amazon did it this time. Like BT, they got yeah, I think they've definitely Prime. Yeah, Robertson and Trent side by side. They got GoPros on their head and everything, so you can see the accents, like a don't laugh challenge.
Right.
And like, so the first one's accents, so they're doing accents of like other players, and Trent Henderson is hilarious.
Oh god.
Because he didn't know how to get in the mindset. He's just sort of, how are you, man?
Mackham's weird because it's Geordie, but
Not
Geordie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, he goes, how are you, man? just to get himself in the side. He's like, how's your fucking penalty?
Fucking hell.
And Robbo's Thiago is quite good as well. Because it doesn't sound nothing like Thiago, it sounds more like Benitez than it sounds like. It's like, you've got to pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball.
With the hand fucking.
With the hand movements, it's like, it was all Benitez. But he's hoping it sounds like Thiago. It's like, I don't see it.
Agent Benitez.
No. Agent Benitez. Agent Benitez is a fucking legend.
He failed though, technically.
Technically, he didn't fail because he would have got them relegated if he didn't get sacked.
True, yeah. They would have gone down.
I mean, he's already a legend for Liverpool fans, but that would have been the signing seal.
That was
on it all.
Of all people to sign to go to Everton as a manager is a former Liverpool manager.
I don't get me wrong, I get it. I get taking him in as a manager. He's not a bad manager.
No.
I think, because if you look at managers before him and after him, it's clearly something embedded in the club.
Yeah.
With higher up.
Well, yeah. All fans are blaming him, aren't they? So.
Like, are they getting too involved in the club or what? You don't know, because obviously I don't really pay attention to what's going inside their club. I just laugh at the fact that they're in the relegation zone. Like, and even after our shit season, for them to have a shitter season than us, it's still good.
Well, you say you're having a shit season. You're in top 5 now. So.
And literally by the 3 o'clock kickoff, we could be top 4.
Exactly.
But Sod's Law says we go to Bournemouth and get beat. Because they'll be up for it, because obviously they only lost 3-2 to Arsenal at Arsenal.
Not bad going.
They'll be up for it. And we beat them 9-0 last time. They're going to kind of want to avenge that.
I think they want a bit, like, yeah, fuck.
It goes one of two ways. We either ride this high now and just fucking
Go for it.
And we fly through.
A late charge for top 4.
I reckon we'll get top 4. I always said we'd get top 4. I just said we just needed a string of results. And stereotypically, January is our worst month, year in, year out. Don't know what it is about January. Maybe it's all the fucking speculation about transfers and blah, blah, blah. We do shit in January. Mid-February, fucking, it's a different team.
Yeah.
So normally, this time of the year, we're normally quite good. I can't see us going to Madrid and win.
No. Like, what was the score in the first game? 5-2. 2.
I think we got too excited. Going 2-0 up.
Well, you just sat back, I think, didn't you?
Well, it's not even that. I watched it back
up
until about 35 minutes. Because someone made a comment on Facebook, we were like, oh, Bišćetic was shit after 30 minutes. And I was like, but I don't remember him being shit. I remember him being nowhere near the ball. I don't remember him being shit. And I watched it back, and you can see the moment. It's about the 23rd, 24th minute mark. After that second goal's gone in, Modric just takes a step back and he puts himself in with the defence. And he watches what's going on around him. Doesn't move, pretty much. He just maybe side to side. And he turns around. And you see him start grabbing the central defenders, and he points in Bišćetic's direction and sort of says, if he's there, put it there.
Yeah.
And if he's there, you put it there. And he slowly goes around, and you see him basically saying, keep it away from him.
Yeah.
So for an 18-year-old player who's like only just come into the first team, to have that sort of confidence from Modric to turn around and go, just fucking keep it away from him, and we've got a chance.
I mean,
and he did.
I'd say that's a compliment in a way.
And he did. Once he started keeping it away from him, They were through every single time. And then you notice every time the ball got near him, he was there.
Yeah.
Hunting him down. But I can't see it. 4-0.
At Madrid as well.
I mean, best case scenario is 3-0 win on penalties. And you've got to do that 3-0 in 90 minutes.
Yeah. And it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy at all.
No.
I mean, they lost the
I think you did it to Barca, but that...
It was different. It was at home.
Yeah, it was at home.
That crowd does drag you through.
Yeah.
And I think we just happened to play them at the wrong time. I reckon if we played them this week, first game, it would be a different outcome. I reckon maybe 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. I reckon we would have come away with a win. So they've got to attack at theirs. And then that would more play into our strength of we can just hold it and counter-attack with the 3 players. But look at us talking soccer ball.
Soccer.
And we start with rugby and then we've gone to soccer ball.
What's next?
I know, Kobe.
Kobe.
You can't say that no more, can you? You've got to say something else.
Yeah, he's a legend, so you got to keep doing it. You can't just say Shaq, Doof, or MJ. Doof.
Yeah. We never was it?
Jordan.
It was Jordan, wasn't it? Jordan. Not Kobe.
Jordan.
Kobe sounds better though.
Yeah, that's it, Kobe.
Kobe. Just give your nose a rub because I think you got a bit of fluff in your nose. Yeah, a little bit of fluff. A little bit of fluffies right in the middle. Gone now.
Gone? Okay.
It's gone. It's bugging me slightly.
I've not been doing cocaine, don't worry.
Yeah, it was black. Don't worry. Black fluff.
There you go. Black cocaine.
Do you reckon there's such thing? Is there such thing as black cocaine?
Burnt, yeah.
FBI! They won't get FBI, would you?
It's like that meme of Elmo just going.
Scarface, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great film. Great film.
Oh god.
Such an I don't know, is it underrated film? But it's not. I think it's adequately rated film.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Legendary
of
film.
overrated films and a lot of underrated films. And for me, Blues Brothers, underrated film. Great film. Die Hard, overrated.
Die Hard. No, that's the question. Is it a Christmas film?
It is a Christmas film.
Yeah, because it's set at Christmas.
It's a Christmas film. It's an overrated film for
the
what
other
it
films
is.
aren't, but the first one will be because
Yeah.
it's set. It's Christmas
So,
Eve.
yeah, set at Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's loads of things that are overrated. Bacon's overrated.
Yeah. Bacon's bacon. It's just meat.
A good sausage beats a good sausage beats bacon.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Giggity.
Hey, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
A good sausage is what you need.
A good sausage is better than bacon. Do you remember the little fat kid on American Wife Shop? Bacon is good for me.
Bacon is good.
Did you ever see him?
No.
Oh my god, he must be about like 5,
Right.
5, 6. He's youngish, and obviously, principal Wife Shop, you swap houses.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman comes in, and they're like a big family.
Right.
The kid's quite big already, the dad's big, and they just eat shite. Basically, dead fatty food, stuff like that, and she's a big health nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes in, she's like, obviously, as you do, you find fucking polar opposites, don't you, to swap them around. She comes in, week 1, lives like with all their shit, and then week 2, she's like, I'm taking all this shite out of the house. You'll have one treat, sweet thing that you like, but everything else will be healthy stuff. And the fucking, this kid's like throwing a little tantrum, and then she takes the bacon out the fridge, and he's like proper deep south American accent. And he just starts kicking up. He's like, no. So he's like, bacon is good for me.
Give me my bacon back.
Yeah. She thinks he's so smart with her little high heels. And like, he just starts kicking up.
You signed up for this shit.
This little kid, obviously, he didn't, did he? Dad did to get the money. But
yeah.
So he packs his little, like, back, like, you know, like a little...
does he walk out?
Trolley, and he storms, he's like, I'm leaving. And I'm not coming back till Saturday when you've gone home.
Oh, fucking hell.
He fucking kicks off. He's like, she can't chase after me in them little high heels.
Fucking hell.
But because he's so young, and he's just fucking kicking off about bacon of all things. And it's American bacon and shit. It's that little streaky stuff.
Fucking hell.
It's not proper bacon.
Oh, yeah, the little thin strips.
It's shit bacon.
What the fuck is that?
He's got no reason to kick off about it. Fucking
hell.
stupid little twat.
America, fuck yeah.
Only in America could you see a little kid kick off so much about bacon. That must be at least 15 years old now as well. So that kid has got to be in his 20s now and still sees that video circulating every so often. Bacon is good for me.
Bacon is good.
Am I making a sound alert? Just a bit alert for stream. Bacon is good for me. You have to find the magic amount though. It's a single number.
Yeah.
Bacon is good for me. I am a tad warm.
What?
I said I am a tad warm.
Are you? I'm fucking cold.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think I had a Liverpool top on then?
I didn't even think about it, to be honest. No.
You tried not to think about it?
No. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Can I have something else for you?
Oh, he's going to do a fucking Carragher and have a can of 7-Up or something. Yeah, you fucking caught it, you cunt.
Well, I didn't just get you on. I got myself on as well.
Okay.
So we both have a kind of 7-Up.
Because I've seen the video of Carragher drinking a 7-Up while he's fucking on the Champions League.
And then just
and then asking Schmeichel about it.
Just to make it even worse.
Oh, you do, you know.
I hid the Liverpool top away. So you have to sit there and look at me whilst I have my can of 7-Up.
Take it off. Take it off. No, because it's weird, because, like, bad weekend for sport, because obviously United and Saints lost in the same weekend. Fucking 3 weeks ago now, Saints went to Australia, won World Cup Challenge. A week later, United win a trophy at last. And last week, literally, Saints lost.
Crashed.
United got fucking
down to it. I mean, the Saints game had its controversy, though, didn't it?
Oh, fuck right. I went there, and I've never been more pissed off at a game of rugby in my life. And I'm not just saying that now. Growing up, watching rugby all my life, right? That was the most pissed off I've ever been. You didn't play that well, I'll admit. But if it had lost by not playing well, I'd have accepted it. But I won't accept the fact that some decisions did not go our way.
Yeah.
Because if anyone that knows rugby league rules, like, we have it's two like penalty tries that you can score. So like a normal penalty try is a try scoring opportunity. So like if you kick a ball through and a player gets taken out and the possibility of him scoring is the try gets moved to where the conversion is taken in front of the six then.
Yeah.
An 8-point try is in the act of scoring. Or like if you get tackled like head high or whatever, taken out in the air, if you've gone up for a kick and you've grounded it but you've been tackled. So you get 2 conversion attempts then, that's an 8-point try. Try's given, but then you take a conversion from where it is and then another one from in front of the sticks. So we could have had both in the same act. Because a kick went through, one of our players got taken out, but then one of our players grabbed the ball. But while he was going out to ground it, a fucking Leeds player had him round. He literally had him in the headlock, like, almost. Like,
yeah, I've seen that bit.
He's literally ripping his head off as he's pulling the ball down. But they went to the video ref and he gave a normal try. And it's like, okay, we got the try, but it should have been an 8-point try.
Because was it Lee or Salford got an 8-point try, didn't he?
The night before. They had 2 the night before, and it's very rare.
No, I mean, first game, Lee or Salford got an 8-point try. Cause I
it was Salford, yeah.
I mean, watching going, wait, what?
Yeah, it's weird. But Salford got
because even the fans, some of the fans were confused because like you could see them going like, what are they looking at here? And like, I think giving us a try. So fans were like,
okay,
yeah, and they were off, and they were like, and then they realised that they got more points than a normal try. And they were like,
yeah.
Hey!
Well, Warrington the night before that got 2 in one game. The second one was a slight tap in the head as he's going over to
but
score.
it's only on games that are televised, aren't they? That's what someone said.
No, you can give it in an untelevised game.
Right, because...
But you have to give it like there and then. You can't just like stop and go, fuck.
Oh, right, so there's no video system...
It's in every game.
Is the video system referee in every game? Video system referee in every game?
No.
Just televised games?
Yeah.
Right, so there you go. So that must be what it is. Because Lee got a few questionable decisions their way.
Well, this is it.
Against Hull KR.
Yeah.
When they won the other...
The last try was very...
Because I hadn't seen it, but everyone was talking about it, and I was like... It's like, yeah, but surely they went. Someone was like, I was like, surely, like they can't just
This is
go.
it.
They can't go to an official, and someone was like, well, no, they can't because it's not televised now.
No.
Wait, what?
It's
because obviously most rugby games I watch are televised, so
Yeah.
you only ever see the video just referee. I don't really watch the highlights and stuff like that. I'll watch Saints when they're on, things like that. But
so they need a video ref at every game. not every game has to be televised. Just have a video ref
Ref.
just to look it over if they're not sure.
Because at the end of the day, how's it fair? Because obviously, if you go back through it all,
Yeah.
you look at every single decision of non-televised games where the decisions aren't given.
Yeah.
Fucking
They've
stupid.
done it for years, but it needs to happen where a video ref needs to be at every game. So, yeah. Rugby League is slow. It's slowly turning. Well, over here, it's slowly turning to touch rugby, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, when you're playing a contact sport,
Contact sport.
it's
for,
contact.
For big, hard people.
We had 2 sin bins and then a sending off towards the end. Late tackle, but they've been doing it for years. It's a millisecond after he's kicked the ball through or passed the ball. But apparently it's a late tackle.
Yeah, I just don't fucking
And they got a penalty from a shoulder charge, which is illegal.
Which is illegal.
Yeah. So like a shoulder charge is literally
It's fucking hit something you share.
Yeah. It used to be legal, but about 10 years ago they made it illegal.
It's like the spike, innit? That
Yeah.
used to be legal, didn't it? And then obviously.
No, that's always been
Oh,
illegal.
so because
So it's a spear tackle they call it. So if you lift a player
and then
and if the legs go above the horizontal, like the both
Yeah.
waistline, that's a spear tackle.
so in other words, do a Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
Just fucking hit him through.
Yeah, pretty much. But then, because one of our players retaliated on it, we gave them the penalty instead of us. Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? He's just making his own rules up, the ref.
It's fucking baffling me. Same way as I don't understand how Luke Shaw did not get booked in that game last week at all. Like I remember, I was honestly convinced he got a yellow card. I got to the end of the game, I was like,
Nothing.
Like because there was someone who was talking about they'd had a bet on Salah, Casemiro, and Luke Shaw to all get booked. And I was like,
Never got booked, but sure.
and everyone got booked with Shaw. I was like, oh, that's it. Like, and at the end of the game, I was like, oh, they've won that.
No.
They've got it in. And I was like, and they were like, no, it's not confirmed. What do you mean? When Shaw didn't get booked, and I went, what?
Say
like he literally kneed Nunes in the back whilst he was on the floor. And I think purely because of how Nunes reacted was the reason why he didn't get booked. But I was like, wait, what? It confused the shit out of me.
I'm not complaining, like, but
I mean, but did you see the TikTok I did the other day? Look and guess your man, look in your face. Yes, you did.
fuck you.
Fuck me. Those who have
Fuck
not
you.
seen my TikTok,
Just fuck you. Alright.
an interesting statistic is that you are twice as likely to see a Mohamed Salah yellow card for taking your shirt off.
Topless Mo Salah.
I'm topless Mo Salah.
Than a United goal.
Then United goal at Anfield. That is a fact because United have scored one goal since 2017 at Anfield, and Salah's been booked twice.
No word of a lie. Like everyone's saying, "Oh, United would win." I was like, Anfield's a fucking bad place for us at the minute.
I said this to 2 or 3 people, non-United fans and non-Liverpool fans, like sports teams like Wigan and Burnley.
Yeah.
Who are like obviously non-Premier League teams. Like United's going to walk over you, so like they won't. They won't walk over us. They might come away with a draw.
Yeah.
If they're lucky, and they're like, what? And I went, as daft as it sounds,
Yeah.
this will be the game we go and win 4 or 5-0. And they're like, no, but you're playing shit. Ones. Exactly. But United have been such a good run of form, they will now be overconfident because of how bad we've been. That they'll come in thinking, we've got this. And in the first 40 minutes were stubborn. He probably had a good 20 minutes of play in this first half where they should have scored. Maybe should have scored 2. Did score, clearly offside from Casemiro. And then you get the Gakpo goal just before half time, which is already a bit of a kick in the teeth. That is just before half time. Then you come out and concede 2 straight away in the first 5 minutes. And you're like, fuck. And it's like, I think it's all or nothing where Arteta talks about when you're in Anfield, you can lose your head.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what happened. I think everyone's head just went and they were like,
a couple of goals, it just went,
oh, fuck.
Well, it's just the case that this year for United, we've beaten all the big teams at home, but going away, we've fucking crumbled.
That's what we were like for ages, though. Don't get me wrong.
Beat City, beat Liverpool, beat Arsenal all at home, but away.
I don't think Ten Hag's a bad manager. I do think he's a good manager.
Yeah.
And I think he's the right manager for your club at the moment. And he's going to be, in 2 years' time, what Klopp was for us. Where he's set the mark already with Ronaldo. Nah, you can fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't demanding what we do. I'm the manager. You will listen to me. You don't like it. There's the bench. And in January, there's the fucking door. Like...
I mean, before... who's he fucking play for? Al Nasser or whatever.
I don't even know. Some team
in Saudi
some
Arabia.
team in Saudi Arabia who's like, what, 80% are wouldn't even make Sunday League here.
But they've only become good because of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But they were losing 1-0 in the last game. Got to the 90th minute, stoppage time, 12 minutes. Right? They won 3-1. And the meme was, play until Ronaldo's team wins. All 3 goals came in 90-plus minutes. And it's like, imagine you on that team that's been winning 1-0.
And how many of them goals did Ronaldo score?
No, he didn't score.
Didn't score any?
No, he might have set a couple up, I'm guessing. But if you're playing for that team that's been winning 1-0 all game, and you see 12 minutes on stoppage time, you must be thinking, fuck that.
I mean, well, Saudi Arabia have made it clear, along with France and I think Holland, who have gone, we like the World Cup idea.
Yeah.
We're taking it. You want to roll around the floor and dick about and pretend you're injured and, yeah, ball's out of play, clock stopped.
Yeah.
Ball's in play, clock goes.
Yeah.
And then obviously, they've talked about fucking shortening the halves, haven't they? So you just have a stop-start clock, 60 minutes, 30 minute and a half.
Yeah.
Because the average play time, balls in play, is 28 minutes, something daft like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And you think a 45-minute half, and there's over, well, almost
it's like
20 minutes worth of it being out of play.
It's like a rugby. If the ball's out of play,
Clock stops.
clock's off.
Yeah. It's 40 minutes.
That's it. So, and when you have a scrum or a dropout, you've got 30 seconds to take it.
Yeah.
And it's time wasting otherwise.
Yeah.
So,
Great idea. I mean, it'd work probably in the likes of how Liverpool play, because obviously everyone laughed at us when we brought in a throwing coach. I was like, what the fuck are you going throwing coach for? Like, but it wasn't just the players they were teaching; it was the ball lads as well.
Yeah,
they're bringing them in and going, right, balls out of play, boom, quick one,
yeah,
quick throw, and there's hand signals that they throw up now when they don't want them to take your time,
yeah,
stuff like that, so you can recycle the ball quicker, and that's why, particularly at Barcelona game, Trent scored so quickly because the ball boys were on it. Trent give the hands up, gives the ball now. Boom, it's there. And he just goes, you know what, fucking, there he is.
Yeah.
Ball's down, whistle's gone. There's no rule that says I can't take this ball.
No.
And if I do, I'll retake the corner kick.
What's
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's such a brilliant bit of play.
To send Joe out when he's kicking off at the ball boys.
Yeah.
For England.
Yeah.
The fucking ball!
That's what they're trained to do.
Yeah.
It's like Burnley's ball boys are dead good at it. You'll see them. They'll get the ball, but they're dead lethargic about it. They get up and it's just a steady jog. So they're moving. You could probably walk quicker, but they're jogging. So it's like mentally, it's like, well, they're jogging and blah blah, and they get the ball, and then if it's like an opposition team and they're 1-0 up and they're trying to and then and just a slow toss, but they never throw it at the keeper.
Yeah.
It's always either side. The keeper's then got to move to go get the ball.
Yeah.
So it takes that little bit of time out all the time. And it's like wiping the ball down. There's a player who does like long throws, but he deliberately takes his time so the centre backs can go up.
Like a hoof.
Yeah.
For Stoke.
A hoof. A Rory Delap.
Fuck hell, you could
fucking Rory Delap.
Launch him. That's what I mean. Delap, you could fucking launch him.
Fucking corners from throw-ins.
Like it might as well have been a corner.
And you can't be offside from throw-ins either. It's even worse.
That's it. But every time he threw one in, they'd score off it.
This is what I never understood as well. When you got like the likes of Huth and whoever the other fucking giant of a centre half was they had, why have they not just gone, we've got to throw in 18-yard line, pretty much. You two just stand on the keeper.
Yeah.
You're offside. We're just going to throw it at you.
That's it. You can't be offside from a throw-in. So
as long as you hit the ball and it doesn't go straight in the goal, it's a goal.
That's it.
And you can't be offside, exactly. So either way, you put the keeper off enough, or you push their defence that far back that you can just go somewhere on the edge of the 18-yard box, and then two defenders come out and you just hit it.
Yeah.
Big brain play.
Big brain.
play.
There you go.
I'm trying to read the time for how long we're recording, because obviously I'm going to conscious of that you're in work at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm in work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it is currently, whatever time it is, 10:15.
Yes.
10:15.
Not too bad.
It's not too bad. I mean, as long as you don't have another fucking hour and 20-minute second section again.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
we'll be very, very fine. I believe it is time for...
Oh, boy.
A challenge!
He turned up and he went, I've got a drinking challenge. I'm like, how am I getting home? Get him out before you have to...
A non-alcoholic one, yeah. Get your babes out.
I'll drink the Sprite.
So the idea is...
Drink as much as you can.
Without burping. As quick as you can. Oh, those lids come off. And those stupid new ones, it's like... look, we're going to keep the lid.
The can hangs off.
Yeah, I like them. You're drinking like
and it gets in the way.
Swats you on the nose.
Like,
and you put it on the side, it goes up your nose. And you can't put it underneath, it tickles your fucking. Try and drink it, you giggle like.
Are we going at the same time or?
Oh yeah.
Fucking cheers.
It's gonna end badly, innit? Oh, it sits there nice, isn't it?
One was trying to come up then. There's one there at my throat.
I believe I'm about to lose this game. You can't do it. I don't care what anyone says. There's no person who can finish.
I know I've won, but I'm going to try my longest.
Go on.
Because there's one literally sitting at my throat, waiting.
I can't do it. If I've got one sat there, I feel like I'm going to be sick if I carry on drinking.
I am holding it in. I'm holding it in. I'm just scared in case it comes up as I'm drinking and it goes everywhere.
Oh, there we go.
I couldn't.
No one can do it. I don't care what anyone says. There's no person who can get to a full 500ml bottle and not burp. Lauren had a pint last night and took it ages. She's like that. It's like she's like it's sat here. I can feel it. But it's not coming out.
Like it was there, like up my throat, waiting to come out. I'm like, no.
Actually, I have a pint. Sometimes if I'm down pints, too many pints, it sits there.
Yeah, and it just fills up.
Like that, exactly. Just turn it into a burping pod.
Yeah.
Disgusting!
Disgusting.
Disgusting! Yeah, you haven't taken too many pints.
Challenge, though.
It sits there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope. I either burp or I throw up. It's one of the two.
If you have gas, just all covered.
Ciders though, can you have ciders all day long?
Ciders is
I could put them away.
Yeah,
and it doesn't sit there because there's obviously the gasness of the beer in it, but hey ho, what can you do? The important question is, how many correspondence do we have, Craig?
At the minute, we've got like 35.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Hang on, let me get it back up again.
So what are we going to do now? Burping.
Fucking beep.
Fucking burping, man. And Craig will have my Bolognese breath coming as well.
Bolognese.
That's why I made some Bolognese.
36 responses.
Does that include the...
Include the one that we're keeping.
So we're on 35. So we need...
Yeah.
So we'll get rid of 4 today.
Yeah.
So we have 9. We need 9 entries.
Yeah.
To...
We were sitting on 40 last week, but one of them was the one that we're keeping.
Right.
And we did get through a few, about 4 last week, didn't we?
4,
Give or
5.
take, yeah.
It must have been something. Yeah, it must have been 4. Skills, yeah. Beep. Beep.
Fucking beep.
Boop.
Can't stop now.
No, you got it. It's once you start. I've had my fun. I've won my lift put up.
Fuck you.
I've got my cans of 7 about.
Double fuck you.
Did you expect anything less from me though?
No. And as soon as you said I've got something else, I'm like, no, you're fucking doing a character, you cunt. Get in the bin.
Get it in the bin. Hang on.
Go fuck yourself!
Oh, there you go.
Fuck you!
I mean, last week against Leeds.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't even feel bad for it.
No, I know you don't.
And if we play you again, well, when we play you again next season, if you somehow beat us 4-5-0, I fully expect you to come in, United shirt on and everything, going out and buy a specific Funko just for the episode.
I'll find something.
I mean, I was going to get Trent out, make him very more prominent, but he's supporting John Candy, so.
I'll find a United one.
Blitzen. Who's from the pool today? Becca, Henderson, Firmino, Salah, Mane, Robertson, and Trent from that season.
Right.
And obviously, we've lost Mane. It's that times. Where's he gone? Mane left us. Went to Bayern Munich.
Look at what he is now.
Injured. 20 years now.
God damn it, Marty.
Missed the whole World Cup. Poor bastard.
Bless it. Oh, well. We weren't going to win anyway.
You're right, they weren't, but they probably would have got further with him. They did well.
Yeah.
Actually, did they? Or did Senegal do?
Senegal.
They got some knockouts, didn't they?
Got to the semi-finals. First African team to do that.
That wasn't Senegal.
Was
That
it
was
Senegal?
That was Morocco. That
Was it Morocco? Yeah, sorry.
or
My bad.
was Morocco?
Senegal got far.
Ziyech, who did Ziyech play for?
Morocco.
When Morocco did,
Yeah.
then they got to the semi-finals.
Senegal did all right.
Because I thought Bono might get the Keeper of the Year award. Their keeper.
Yeah. Oh, he's amazing.
But then again, I understand why Martinez got it, obviously being the winning goalkeeper of the.
I don't know what he is
Well,
now with Villa.
I know. He'll be gone 2 years. Maximum.
Yeah. No, big team will get him.
Maximum 2 years he'll be gone. I reckon he'll go in the summer, to be fair. Because I reckon it'd be someone like United. Look at how old De Gea now. 30 what? 34, 35, 36, so in that region. He's mid.
Now United's all-time clean sheet goalkeeper, so.
Well, exactly. If he's overtaking Schmeichel, says it all.
And then he concedes fucking 7 against Liverpool straight after. That says it all. Like, the League Cup, that was like the game when he won the most clean sheets for United.
That doesn't count.
It does. They counted it. And then, very next game, concede 7. Thanks, David Heyer. Thanks, United.
The llama. He
What a way to celebrate most clean sheets for United.
Get absolutely violated by Liverpool from
Anfield. Fucking hell.
It's the best one is
that is the most United thing ever.
The best one is, who's the guy, the more popular guy who does the United Reacts guy?
Oh, what's
is it
his
Mark
name?
Corbin or something
Mark
like that?
what? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
him though. That's obviously not his real name either, though, is it?
No.
But him, it's when he's like, it had to be Gakpo. It had to be. And do you know what? I take more offence by that. His name's not even Gakpo.
What is it?
If you look at like the Dutch language, the G is basically a H, so it's Hakpo. So it's like Louis van Gaal is not Louis van Gaal, it's Louis van Gaal.
Yeah.
So like there's names like that. So Bergkamp isn't Bergkamp, it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp. So there's a bit of phlegm in there, but like so it annoys me. I'm going, yeah, it's Cody Gakpo. It's not. It's Cody Hakpo.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Have you noticed how they're doing everything they can to fucking get him above Sammy? It's not going to happen.
It's exactly the same as when Daniel Bryan won at WrestleMania 30. Like, they were pushing Batista. The crowd was like, no, fuck Batista. Even Batista said at the time, he said, it should be me, it should be Daniel Bryan.
I don't get how they're going to put Sammy into this equation. Really?
Well, they're going to make him win the tag titles with Kevin Owens.
Well, no, this is the thing. I reckon the best play they've got is they don't. Keep having them two going, well, I need you, and him going, well, I don't need you, and have that, and don't put him in a tag team match because that's what everyone's expecting.
Yeah.
Let them roll in to WrestleMania and defend it against anyone else.
Well, for the longest time, it was going to be Roman defending both titles on both nights.
Yeah.
One against Sammy, one against Cody. Yeah. So.
And they might still go with that. I doubt they will.
No.
But I think you let him go to 1,000 days. Have him beat Cody.
Yeah.
Outside.
No one's going to like that. Like.
No one's going to. Well, exactly. That's the point. That's a good heel story, though.
Yeah.
Have him beat him. Outside help. The best sort of outside help is you've got a bit of family in turmoil now. Best person to bring in, Rikishi.
Oh, he wants to go in. Yeah.
Bring him in. Settle them as a group.
The road they settled now, aren't they? After Raw.
Well, they're not though, because what was that? Like someone looked at it like look back to Hell in a Cell when Reigns.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And like the only reason he stopped was because he was going to hurt Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that's now like that. If he was obviously the ultimatum is if he's not back in by Friday,
he hurts Jimmy.
Yeah. So he's protecting his brother more than anything.
Yeah.
You get fast forward it to SummerSlam. Have him 1,000 days, and have Jey Uso take it from him.
Where it all started.
Exactly, because that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Because that crumble of he's taken Jimmy out of it. So you leave him alone. He's now isolated, and he's no longer the backup he had is now against him. So you've got because the brothers are going to look after each other, or maybe that's the time you bring Rikishi in after WrestleMania, and it looks like he's settling the ship, but he's not. What he's doing is he's kind of saying to him, "Why are you following him when the three of you can outpower him?" and play that storyline round to SummerSlam, and then SummerSlam have Jey Uso win off him. Doesn't have to hold it long, couple of months, and then have Cody win it, or have Sammy win it.
Yeah.
Either way, and then have Cody win it from Sammy.
Well, they want to try and split the two titles up again, don't they? So.
Or you do that.
Yeah.
You go, well, now you've got the Usos hold the tag titles and both championships. So you use Clash of Champions to split all the belts back up. You have poor Jey Uso play 4 matches. So come the end, he does two tag titles. He's fucked.
Split them.
So you don't even have to split them. Just split one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe they lose the first one, they win the second one.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the championship match. Maybe he wins that one, but then he's too fucked for the last one. He loses that one.
Yeah.
So you split up all the belts. He still looks credible because he's won 2, lost 2. He still has a couple of belts, and then down the line he loses another one of them. But that's just me probably overthinking it. I should write for WWE. It's all about the story. You need a good long story.
Yeah. Like that.
It seems too easy to just not have Sammy win it, the main belt. I don't think they expected him to come over as well as he has. I think they were expecting once he gets attacked, everyone to be like, tag titles, and they never were going to do it. Everyone loves an underdog. Oh well. I know what, I reckon if fucking Moneybags hadn't come back into the fold,
Vince.
he probably would have,
I mean, he's still. I think Vince put a thing in like before he left initially, like Cody and Roman main event. Just make sure that happens.
Yeah,
and that's what they're doing. But he said, anything else, just fucking do whatever you want.
What day is WrestleMania?
There's a thing in there about WrestleMania streaming it because the streams the Royal Rumble.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, my
Sunday,
boss is having heavy snow where he lives.
April the 2nd.
Is that what it is?
It says only one day.
It can't be but one day.
But I'm pretty sure it's 2 days, isn't it? They've just not announced what matches are on what days.
If it is April the 2nd, right, that could be interesting because...
So it'll be April 1st and 2nd. Then.
So April the 2nd is when Lou is going to do her first ever stream.
Oh.
She loves the new little desk.
Okay.
And everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of nice over here now. So she now wants to come and sit in the nice little corner and do streams. So April 2nd is when Lou will be doing her first stream. I'll drop her Twitch in the description so you can go follow her if you're not already following her. Because she needs 100 followers as well to do Stream Raiders. Which is what she wants. She's enjoying playing Stream Raiders, people who do it. So if you are a Stream Raiders fan, player of Stream Raiders, or watcher of Stream Raiders, more player of Stream Raiders, you can go give Lou a follow and enjoy some Stream Raider raids. I think we've winged section 1 enough.
Yeah.
That we can rank it up for the normal step part 2 that we know what to do.
Yeah.
Of some sort of
we know what we're doing in that.
We know we're doing that one. And next week I'll actually plan a part 1 by going, this is our topic.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start. Do we do underrated, overrated? Just anything.
Yeah.
Suggestions. Yeah. If you want suggestions of what you want us to discuss, if it's overrated or underrated.
Overrated, underrated, yeah.
Paul Scholes, overrated.
Gerard, overrated.
Do you know what? I don't even think Paul Scholes is overrated, to be fair. I just didn't get a reaction out of you.
Fuck you.
He's a good player, Paul Scholes.
He was good. Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Gerard. My argument is Paul Scholes was never a leader.
Well, I'll say Gerard was a
right.
leader.
So Paul Scholes, he could play a similar pass to Gerard. He could shoot as well as Gerard, and he had the same mentality as Gerard. But in terms of dragging a team through a game, I don't think Scholes had that about him.
No. Which
is why I'd always say Gerard's better than Scholes. Same reason why I'd say Gerard's better than Keane. Matt Keane could drag teams through a game by sheerly just fucking grabbing them and dragging them through a game. He couldn't do the shooting that he could. And he couldn't do the range of passing that he could and stuff like that. I think as an overall player, Gerrard is better than Lampard, Scholes and Keane and Vieira for that reason. Personal opinion. Don't have to agree with it. But in terms of if you go off who won stuff, Scholes is fucking leaps spans with everyone. So
he did.
He did. Won fucking everything. Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's a bad player at all. He's easily top 5 midfielders of the Premier League era.
And you look at the goals he fucking scored as well.
Scored some fucking worldies.
Hell.
Absolute screamers.
That goal
It was the one, I
Villa.
was going to say the Villa ones, the one you obviously remember.
Fucking hell. Just whacked it, it went, bounced off the bar and in.
But did he score an absolute screamer against West Ham in an FA Cup final, like Gerrard did?
He scored a screamer against Barca in the semi-final.
He fucking did.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. That Gerrard makes me laugh though, because obviously he had cramp at the time, didn't he? He's like, I can't be asked to run.
They were just announcing stoppage Sam as well.
Like, he was like, he literally, like, you see all the interviews about it, he was like, I couldn't run, so I just hit it.
Fuck it.
He just swung a leg at it, hope for the best.
It's like when Rooney scored that volley against Newcastle.
He was just pissed off,
He was pissed off because he was arguing with ref and he went, fuck it, and he just went,
fucking hit it. It's the care on that as well.
I know, yeah, fucking
I think the best, like, out of nowhere, like, goal like that was Matty Taylor from Portsmouth, though.
Fucking
where he just goes fuck off.
Halfway line as well, he just oh fuck it, boom.
Just hits as hard as he can. And is it Figueroa who did the free kick? We just threw all in front of it and fucking hit it as well.
I just remember the keeper. He's like looking up, trying to get it. And he just fucking falls over because he's just like, oh.
Yeah, because someone was like, "What's the longest goal from open play?" And they were like, "Do you think it's Beckham and blah blah blah?"
No.
And they say a player, and I'm like, "That's not him," because it's Begovic.
But yeah,
because Foster was in goal for the other teams, either Watford or West Brom, and the ball gets played back to Begovic, and it's dead windy, and he fucking hoofs it, and the wind just takes it, and it bounces out. Is it Robinson or Foster? It was definitely an English keeper.
David Howard did it as well. Tim Howard for Everton.
Yeah,
but that was a windy ass fucking game.
Yeah, he's even windier. Yeah. But he's further forward though.
Yeah.
So Begovic has definitely got the longest goal from open play.
Yeah.
Was Tim Howard a goal kick?
No, that was open play.
Was open play?
Yeah.
But either way, and like whoever said it was, they were like, it was like an outfield player, and it was like Figueroa or something like that. They said, I was like, well, Figueroa wasn't from fucking open play.
No, it was a free kick.
And even then, it's not even the longest goal.
No, because it was just inside their half. I think
there's a goalkeeper who's done the exact same thing from like his own box, outside the box where wind took it.
Oh, Robinson,
was it Robinson?
For Tottenham, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. And it's like best keeper goal though. Alisson.
No, fuck off.
It is. I don't care what anyone says. That goal is the best keeper goal. Because most other keepers' goals are to bring it level.
Yeah.
They're not to go and win the game. But to win the game in that manner, and do you know what annoys me? Most of the good things that happen to Liverpool in like situations like that. That goal. Well then, yeah, that goal actually just spurred it on, didn't it? But it all happened with no fucking crowd.
Exactly, no one was.
Can you imagine if anyone was there?
It's like the fucking Wellsby try for Saints at final. The one that I got.
Yeah.
If there was a crowd, I swear to God, if there was a crowd there, they'd have
fucking just jumped. They would have gone.
They'd have fucking rioted. Because it was that fucking immense.
Underrated. Everything happened in COVID.
Everything great happened at COVID, funny enough, sporting wise.
Yeah, loads of good things happened. And there were fucking no crowds
was there to see it.
Everyone watching for the telly bops. How though? I do reckon they should bring that back. Fucking putting all the games on telly again. But they won't.
But did that with rugby? Like every game was on Sky then.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a brilliantness because
obviously it's because no one can go, isn't it?
So, no one could go, so they have every game on telly. Right. And it's like there's a brilliantness.
It's like because someone fucking moaned at me about BT Prime putting all the games on. Oh, it's fucking why are they doing that?
On Prime, yeah.
And it's like, well, why not? At the end of the day, they are smart with the games they buy. They buy games that they know are midweek fixtures.
Yeah. Because
there's no TV laws on them. So they can turn around and go, well, do you know what? We don't have to go. We're going to have Chelsea United on Tuesday, and we're going to have City versus Newcastle on Wednesday, and we're going to have Liverpool versus Arsenal on the Thursday. And that's all we're showing. Like fucking Sky and BT do. BT go, we're going to have that one game. We've been given 3 games we can choose from, but that one game's one we're having. And Sky go, well, out of the other 6 games that we've got, or 7 games we've got, that's going to be the Saturday evening kickoff, and they're going to be the 2 Sunday games. And everyone else you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, Prime do it so well, we're just going to buy that round of fixtures, and we're going to show all fucking 10 games. Deal with it, bitches.
It's like Channel 4, they're creeping into showing Super League games now with Rugby League. They're only doing like 10 a year, like last year. This is the second year doing Super League. And everyone prefers them over Sky Sports.
But 10 channels like Channel 4 will bring in good people.
They do. They get good views.
And
they got a good commentary team.
Who is their commentary team?
Like, who is it now? He does football as well, I think. I'm sure. Well, yeah, we have Cal Amo, who used to play for Saints.
I think the most underrated commentator is Jonathan Pearce.
Jonathan Pearce.
From BBC. He can do anything. He used to do Robot Wars. That was his first one.
Yeah.
He got in with his Robot Wars, and I used to love him on Robot Wars, and then obviously Robot Wars ended, and I was like, ah. And then he appeared on Match of the Day one time, I was like, ooh!
Here he is.
Here he is, and he's such a good commentator. He has such a good way of words, and I think it's just because he doesn't fit the bill of ex-footballer who've been doing it for a long time, specifically football, that he doesn't get the bill. And I can't think who's the guy who does Sky Sport, not Sky, BT, and he was like, when the Rome versus Barcelona game, and whatever his name is, the big fucking, and he was like, the Greek god in Rome, like his fucking like it's like poetry coming out of his mouth. He's a fucking god. I can't think. Is it Martin Tyler?
Yeah, Martin Tyler. Yeah.
And Peter Drury does Sky Sports, doesn't he? Who sounds like he's been fucking hit with a frying pan every time anyone scores. And he's turned away, and it's a goal. But he sounds even more pissed off when Liverpool scores, but it makes me laugh even more.
And Liverpool scored.
It's like, because you can see him in the background when Carragher's getting more and more excited, and Neville's just like, "Go, I'm not talking. You can fuck off." He looks dejected as well in the background.
Yeah. Mark Wilson, Channel 4, for Rugby League.
So you want good commentary teams?
That's it.
And good actual production.
Mm-hmm. And it's like they care about the sport as well. At Sky Sports, you're used to seeing it, and it's like
they only care about the fucking viewing figures and the money, and
and it's the same pundits saying the same shit, and they're trying to stay relevant. But you get Channel 4. You get Channel 4, like Adam Hills, he does the presenting.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he plays the physical disability for Warrington.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he loves the sport, and he's got.
And that's good. And with being a comedian, you're obviously going to get a little bit of
because he's a well-known comedian.
Jokies with it as well. So yeah.
So he's bringing the sport. So he's got like pundits that play as well. He's presenting the women's game.
What I do like is obviously Adam Rowe and Dan Nightingale. Well, Dan Rowe particularly, and Carl, who's like Adam Rowe's mate, big football fans, and they decided for someone for a Patreon episode that was like, you live closest to probably the best rugby league town in the country. Why don't you go watch a rugby league game? And Rowe was like, yeah, fuck it, we'll give it a laugh, we'll go. But he went, where are we going? And he looked at where he played, he went, we're going to Catalan. Like, of course. It's like, we're not going to Huddersfield or Leeds or like something like that. He said, we're going to the one place that's got fucking sun. We're going to Barcelona to watch Catalan Dragons. And that's what he did. I mean, fair enough. He's done a whole fucking special about them going to Catalan to watch rugby league. And like, all of a sudden, Dan Nightingale, now a massive fucking Saints fan. He's like, he gets tickets to go all the time. There you go. And I swear to God, if I see his little bald head at Lee tomorrow, I am just gonna go kiss him, and hopefully, and like, by the way, I love your podcast. Come be a guest on that. Never gonna happen. Yeah. Imagine you went, yes, I'll give you number. Or it's my number.
Sad. We're good lads here, Saints.
I just sat in, just awe of his bald head. Just call him a nonce several times.
Fucking hell. Cancelled.
Oh, fucking no. If he's not, they've not been cancelled yet for calling him a nonce.
We're alright then.
Yeah. Fucking beautiful. And what a way to end part 1. Dan Nightingale looks like a nonce. He's still calling you a nonce. It's a good start. Not yet. Give it time. There's always time.
Hello there. Would you like some merch to go with your following of the Get in the Bin podcast? Do you? Well, lucky day for you, because Monk is wearing a Get in the Bin hoodie. Just one of many things you could buy. And the link to get this is right here, because what you're wearing right now is just ridiculous. It's nothing.
You look a joke.
You look an absolute joke.
Absolute joke.
Look how fit Monk looks.
I got some sexy merch on my boobies. Buy it, and you can have merch on your boobies.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And tell other people to get in the bin when they look at your boobies.
Exactly.
Even better. Yeah.
Do it now. Just fucking look at that, man.
Beautiful.
Do it now.
Boobies.
Because you look ridiculous.
Yeah, a joke.
And boobies too.
And boobies too.
Must be my mate. No, listen, from start to finish, we absolutely fingered them. It was brilliant.
Have you heard what he said after the game?
He's alright.
What? It's alright. It's alright, yeah.
Could have been better.
Could have been better. He's so fucking casual about it. He's such a prick, but he's also so good. I just think it all started. The first one he did was the Hoffenheim game. 2018. So that game was the year we won the Champions League. We had to qualify through the last time they did the qualification rounds for like 4th place English team.
Don't do that now, do they?
No. Well, there is obviously qualification round, but like they've more positions free for like higher up leagues.
So they have the fucking Conference League now and everything, don't they? So
well, that's why, because obviously they fucking spread the teams out a bit more. So the fucking Conference League, right?
Well, it's just the Intertoto Cup, innit?
It's whatever they fucking keep changing the name to.
It's like 3 European trophies now.
Because there's not even a fair play one, is there? Like the team who has like the best fair play used to get a Europa League spot. So
yeah, that's it.
Fucking stupid. Anyway.
Such a dork.
Which little fucker needs to get in their box?
It's a Mr. Hank Pym.
Hank Pym is a prick. Get in your box, you little bastard.
Leave Hank alone.
Get in your box. Get in your box. You little Funko, get in your box.
Hank Pym from Ant-Man.
From Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks like it. Well, he was Ant-Man. But
he was Ant-Man.
You see his glasses through the goggles.
Once upon a time. With a bubbly head.
Yeah. That's it, Hank Pym. This is the new Ant-Man film that's out.
Fair enough, I'll give you that one. Yeah. It's a generic reason to bring him.
Yeah.
But
I'll try and keep it relatable to stuff going on in the world.
Stuff going on in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I'll try anyway.
You try, so you didn't want to bring Liverpool player then?
No, fuck that. You've got one here.
I've got one here.
Cunt.
Mr. Assister himself. I want a Nunes one though.
Nunes, if they ever do one.
Everyone who sits in and slates him, he's fucking great. As an overall player, he does it all. He works hard, he runs hard, he creates chances. He's scored more goals than most fucking strikers in the league. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. He's actually got a better conversion rate than Haaland.
I'm going home in a minute.
How bad's that?
I'm going home in a minute.
Apparently. Oh, Haaland's missed more chances. Obviously, Haaland scored more goals.
Haaland's been shit since the World Cup.
You know, yeah, he's not been fucking on it as much, has he?
He scored like 20 odd goals before the World Cup, and now he's hardly scored any now.
It's mad down there. But again, for a striker, that's not solely their fault.
No.
Because there's a full team behind him that's got to get the ball there.
That's it. He scored half his goal, like the majority of his goals before the World Cup, and they were still giving him the top goal scorer just for that.
Yeah, it's fucking mad, isn't it?
It's mad because there's still another 2 months for the season.
Who was it? There's someone at work who's got a bet on, and they've got him to score 40 goals in the league.
Fucking hell!
And I think it's something like 10 goals in the Champions League.
How many's he got in the Champions League?
Well, I don't know. I think he's pretty much on it.
Yeah.
And then they put something daft like 60 goals in all competitions. But if you think about it, you're 40 and you're 10 anyway, there's 50.
Yeah.
You only need 10 goals in cup competitions.
Well, that's it, FA Cup.
So, if you have a look at actual Haaland for this year, so, Haaland. That was the fucking song, isn't it? I don't even know the words yet. It's like, whatever they are. Right, stats. So, Premier League this year, 27 goals in 25 games. Champions League, 5 goals in 5 games.
He needs 5 more.
Needs 5 more.
Wow.
The EFL Cup, 1 goal in 2 matches. And the Community Shield, 0 goals in 1 match.
Yeah. He's not scored in the FA Cup.
And he's not played in the FA Cup, apparently.
Has he not?
I don't know. But that's the thing, he doesn't tend to, does he? So he tends to rotate him out. That's why I thought the fucking 60 was a bold move.
No, he won't hit 60.
No. You say that, fucking watch him now banging. I mean, he's got to score 13 goals in the league with, what, 30 matches left to go. It was 38, don't you? So 30 matches left to go.
Scoring
That's literally a goal a game, and he's done it.
Yeah.
And he's not going to score in every game, but most games where he does score, he scores more than one goal.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Anyway.
But, alas, it is time for the correspondence.
There it is.
Such a long drum roll for such an anticlimactic.
I'll try and get rid of some that have been sat there for ages. Obviously, I think there's only one getting the bin, so I'm going to try and keep that.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe one, maybe two. So we need more getting the bins. If anyone could do that, please.
Plug getting the bins, yes. Is there any knobheads that you want us to put in the bin? like
for tonight.
Like Craig wants me to get in the bin.
Every time I look up, I see that shit. And it's like, oh my god.
I already know what I'm going to clip for the TikTok. Well, a lot of Liverpool fans coming out.
As you can tell. So I don't like football. Anymore.
I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba.
He's loving it.
I'm loving it.
Bastard.
Come on, friend, Mackie. Banned everywhere.
Not sponsored. Alright, question for the bin lids. It's actually one for you, Monk.
Was it? Woo-hoo-hoo.
So this has been sat there for a while.
Was it?
And I think I know who it is, but he's not said. But it says, okay, what does Monk actually do? Like, seriously, because he's touched on it a few times and says he's been seen some nasty stuff. Tell the bin lids more. We need to know what kind of nasty stuff.
No, you don't. I'm very much there. So my work is, they are very, very social media concentrated on what you can and can't put out. Mm-hmm. So pretty much anything that brings the company into disrepute, they can sack you for. Mm-hmm. They deem it as a sackable offence. So I've had a bit of an altercation with someone on Twitter a while ago, and I could have got sacked for it. Oh, okay.
That's Sprite.
It's Sprite and 7-Up, fucking combo. So yeah, I've got to be careful. So basically, as long as I'm factually correct, I have not said anything out of place. So I am a National Highways Traffic Officer. Mm-hmm. I deal with incidents on the motorway.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
So the added old things I get from most people is, oh, cone bitch. Like, because I put out cones, but it's not just putting out cones, it is literally, they are tiny cones that are about that big.
You only put them out when there's been an accident.
It's only put it out when it goes late,
It's
basically.
not like the road work people.
Yeah, you've got massive fucking Bigfoot cones.
Yeah.
So there's a general rule. So them little tiny cones, if you're going to put them on for more than 25 minutes, you're supposed to ask for an overlay by what's called an M&R crew, which is not the massive vehicles, the slightly smaller ones, like a pickup type thing.
Yeah.
You have placement cones on and some signage, and they're meant to overlay your closure to make it a bit more sturdier. And then if it's going to be more than 90 minutes, that's when the big fuck off ones are used.
Yeah.
With the massive closures and stuff like that. That's the general gist of it. But because of the fact that the M&R guys do multiple jobs, like in heavy weather they do flooding patrols and stuff like that, mm-hmm. and then in like winter weather they do gritting and stuff like that, you might be out no longer. So generally you are waiting about 60 minutes to 90 minutes for one of them to tip up, and then a little bit longer for a full overlay of your closure and stuff like that. So normally, shitty weather, when you have a baggage crash, you have to close junctions, you are normally stood outside in the cold for a couple of hours at least. Yeah. But what I've seen, I've been to numerous fatalities. Mm-hmm. The worst one was one on a motorway near us, without going into too much details, where someone had jumped from an overbridge and then got ran over by several cars. So the general crime scene area was a large radius, to the point where it happened in the evening. They couldn't do anything till the morning. They were like, we can't physically look for them. We have to wait till the morning. So I think the road was closed for about 28 hours in total. You have to wait for it. But like, obviously in that time frame as well, it was about 10 to 12 kilometres worth of traffic back from it. So where we'd closed, and then you've got to do what's called rear relief. You've obviously started the back and turn people around to get them off at the last exit. So you've got to walk that whole way. So one poor person, which was me, walked the full length of turning everyone round. And when you get to a certain point, you get people go, well, they're turning around, so I'm going to turn around. It's like, no, I need them to move first, to move you first to get that big lorry out, kind of thing. There's a strategic way to go about it. And then obviously you get to the front and all of a sudden it's like, oh, scene.
Nothing.
And it's just grim and gore. Yeah, I've had some bad ones.
Oh boy.
Some very bad ones.
Yeah.
But I was saying, I mean, if you go into like loads of detail, lots of people turn and go, didn't realise that.
Yeah.
So we get like a lot of abuse for not doing a lot and sitting around and eating sandwiches and stuff like that kind of thing. And then, yeah, when you fully explain to people some of the things you go to and see, they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, you have that time where not much happens from shift to shift.
There you go.
But talking of work, Vicky said she wants to come on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
So Vicky, who I work with, is hilarious. She's like sport mad, particularly car mad.
Okay.
Big full flag, lesbian waving flag. But she's hilarious. Like, to be fair, she's a good hoot. So she'd be great on the podcast because she'd give you shit and give me shit. More me because she's actually, as far as like fans go, a United fan. So
Okay.
well, she's from Wigan. She's played for United's women's
Oh, is she?
when she was younger. Yeah.
Fuck.
And then obviously they disbanded the team, didn't they?
No, the back.
Mm-hmm. And doing very well, might
Yeah,
add.
they are.
Top of their league.
They are. Okay, well in, ladies.
Might get some more fixtures from them next year if they get into Europe.
Hopefully. There you go. Right.
Next question.
We have a confession.
Oh, confession.
Well, it says it could be a confession. It could be in Am I the arsehole? You decide.
Awesome. Decided.
Let's go home. I thought I was a good dad until I was tested. In the last heavy snow we enjoyed, my son threw a snowball at me and I on instinct blocked it by using my daughter. It hit her in the face, which made the look of betrayal from her even worse. It haunted my dreams since.
Hang on. Read it again.
It could be a confession, could be an am I the arsehole, who decide. But I was a good dad until I was tested. In the last heavy snow we enjoyed, my son threw a snowball at me, and I on instinct blocked it by using my daughter. Hit her in the face, which made the look of betrayal from her even worse, and it's haunted my dreams ever since. Just imagine you see a snowball from 12 you go, right, hit your daughter.
That's gotta be like, you've got to be like at a reasonable angle, maybe they're helping them build a snowman or a snowball, and you just see it and just goes, whoa!
That's when you've either picked her up to block it or you've ducked it behind her.
Oh my god. No, arsehole. I mean, I'm horrible, right? And even I would not use my own kid to block a snowball.
Take the snowball to the
Just
face,
take the
man.
snowball.
Just take it. It's a snowball. It's not going to hurt
If you like parried it, then and it parried it into their face, that's different.
It's accidental.
It's accidental,
Yeah.
but to physically
Just
pick
block it with your hands, man.
fucking
Fucking
pick
hell.
him up and just go, ah! Come on, shield!
Instead of thinking, oh shit, yeah, you just gone, fuck, pick your daughter up.
I need to know whereabouts the kid was. Like, has he got hold of
It
the
must
kid?
have been right
Has he got hold of the kid and he
beside
just pulled the kid in
Maybe,
front? Is the kid, he got down the kid's
Yeah.
level and just dragged them in front? But either way, arsehole.
God damn it, man.
Arsehole.
God damn it.
Definitely arsehole. I don't care if it's just a confession of it. Arsehole.
You fool. Mum's to come out. Why is our daughter crying?
Well, she hit him with a snowball. Kid's like, yeah, because you pulled me in front.
Gone to his son, you tell no one.
It's the monkey in it from Family Guy.
He's actually a nice guy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right, let me find another one.
Oh, my
Loads
God.
of questions.
Let's get through some questions then. Go on.
You read this one.
Oh, it's a few.
It's about time I get this one.
Ooh.
Oh shit. There's a gate there.
Oh, close the gate then. I didn't realise it was open.
Nice.
Do I have noise? I don't have noise. I don't have noise. Order! A question for Dutchy. I heard you mention the salty bitch story. You've touched on some stuff that changed your attitude from what Mum called quite push-overable. So what was the actual straw that broke the camel's back and made you go, fuck this, fuck you, I'm done with it? Oh, yes.
2020, 2021. So. It all started
when I was a little boy.
Well, you know, like the question says, and you know, Monk, I used to be a pushover, massive pushover. This will be playing for a while.
It's 38 seconds long, and Lou said it was a long time, so.
So, beginning of 2020, just before COVID hit, I was in a relationship, you know. Life was going okay. COVID hit. COVID didn't bother me at all, to be honest. Like, the whole lockdown thing. Because I mentioned on Facebook, jokes on the government, lockdown's my favourite hobby. Not going outside or anything, but...
I was social distancing before, is it cool?
Exactly. Fell out with some friends who you know as well. I'm not going to name them. I could very well name them if I really want to, but just to be on the safe side, I won't. So COVID hit, and you know the lockdown was in, and they had rules like, you know, you're only meant to go if you're working, work home. That's it. Maybe even the shop for get essentials. Got the time with my girlfriend at the time. She was like anxious about the whole thing because she had a son, so she was worried about not seeing her son, not seeing me, and all that shit. So I said, right, okay, I'll like split it between staying at home, going to work, and then like once, maybe twice a week, go and see her. Risky, I know. At the time, it was like, quote, you know, borderline naughty. But you know, I was being safe about it. You know, friends found out about it because I told them, and they super fell out with me about it, like to the point where I was getting threatened. And I've got the text on my old phone, but it fucking broke. So if I could get that phone to work, I've still got the text there about driving round to see me. It got to that point because we got questioned about it. She was getting questioned about it by her friend who was with one of our older friends. They're now split up. I will laugh because I got laughed at my whole life. So, but they were questioning her, questioning me. We were like arguing a case, but you know, I was getting texts like, you know, if you don't shut up or if you don't tell her to shut up, we'll drive round. That's a threat. So took that as a threat. I fell out with him, didn't speak to him, and then a few months later, so I was in a fucking bad place from that. A few months later, Auntie passes away from cancer. That she'd been battling for 5 fucking years. So like my mum's sister. So fucking even more depressed from that. A month after the funeral, I laugh now. A month after the funeral, she wanted to split up from me. Like, caught me off guard because obviously I was just like, you know, going through some shit, and it's just like, oh, you know, I don't, you know, it doesn't feel like a relationship anymore. I'm like, I'm fucking depressed here, fucking hell. So I said, no, just give it more time. Like, you just let everything calm down. Like, just going through shit. Another month later, November 2020, the same day as the grand final, when I go crazy.
Yes.
Because when the game kicked off, I was on the phone to her.
Yeah.
So, she wanted to split up. I didn't want it to happen, but I was just like, I can't force her to stay with me. But her reasons was like, you know, it doesn't feel like a relationship, you know, it just feels like a friendship. And all that bollocks, you know. I was like, I'm fucking depressed here. Fucking hell, I've lost my auntie. Fucking mates hate me. Like, what the fuck? I was like, right, fucking hell. Month after that, then the lead up to Christmas, someone thought it was a good idea, right? They contacted me to see if they wanted to talk things out. I said, okay, just give me more time to like get my head around shit, and I'll think about it. Someone decided it was a good idea, funny, to make fake messages about like involving her and one of our other friends, like, you know, sleeping behind my back, like allegations, stuff like that. Stupid shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck does that? Seriously. Like, I was in a bad place as it was already, and then you go and do that. It's the fact that they had to be back to the friend group on WhatsApp. And I know for a fact they were trying to pretend that that was real. Just to try and go me back and be like, oh, you're a dickhead and all that, look what happened. Right, I don't give a shit, right? You tried to blackmail me into all that, you know, gaslight me into thinking it was real. No. Left the friend group, that was it then, that was final straw. I said, right, no, you get fucked. Blocked everyone. Deleted them off Facebook, blocked them, phone numbers and everything. You know, everything. And then, to be honest, I was depressed, but I didn't really hit me yet until like a month into 2021. When she texted saying, I started saying someone else, I'm like, okay.
Am I talking, what, 2-3 months down the road?
Yeah. It's like, this is way too soon, but I didn't say anything because I was
Get
just
it in the
like,
bin!
Yeah. I should have said something, but my mind wasn't there at the time, so I was like, yeah, whatever. And then, you know, 3 months later to get engaged, it's just like... So, you know, cogs start turning, I'm like, how long has he actually known this guy? So that set me over. Like 2021, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was gone. My mind was gone over what happened. It was like a late reaction mentally to what had happened the year before, and then this on top of that. I was like, what the fuck? My work was pissing me off as well at the time. I had a break from social media and shit. Time to myself. And then when, towards the end of 2021, started waking up from it all, and I was just like, why is everyone fucking me over? Like, what the fuck? It got to the point where I literally thought no one wanted to see me. No one wanted to know me. Everyone just hated me.
Fuck you!
Exactly. Fuck you. No, literally, like, even, I was just like, why does everyone hate me? Like, I was literally thinking that, like...
That's how I just get your tune. I forget to play the sound music.
No, it's like, all through 2021, I was just like, why does no one want to see me anymore? Like, what the fuck have I done? And then towards the end of 21, I was like waking up from it all. I was just like, you know what? Fuck you all. You're all cunts. Every single one of you is a cunt. Right? I don't care now. Like you said, you know, I used to be a pushover, now got me nowhere. So now I'm actually a lot happier than I was 2 years ago. All last year, I was happy. Because I woke up from everything. I found another job that I enjoyed, the axe throwing. Started competing. Like, I wouldn't have imagined that the year before at all. So, and then this year already, gone to Australia.
Doing shit you want to do.
I'm doing shit that I'm doing that I probably would have been laughed at 2 years ago, 3 years ago. By people.
For wanting to do.
For wanting to do. By people that I used to call a friend. So, yeah, that's what broke the camel's back. That's what made me think, you know what, you can all go fuck yourselves. You're all cunts. Obviously, I've got people, like you yourself, Mr. Monk, that want to know me.
What was it I said? If you can't be there for someone during their worst times, they don't deserve to have you there during your best times.
So
that is very much, I stand by that statement.
You know, I appreciate, even my family helped me out as well. Like, all my family. Like, they helped me out. They got me through this shit as well. And, yeah. I don't think, in all honesty, I'd be here right now if they weren't there. Plus Saints as well. That's bad. No, as
daft as it sounds, yeah.
As daft as it sounds, Saints were playing really well. Like, they were winning trophies. And it's just like, you know what, right? They're actually doing alright. So I'll keep going. Because they won the grand final that year on the fucking day of her breaking up with me. Next year they win it again. And then last year they win it again. And this year I thought, you know, I need to pay them back. 4 in a row. I need to pay them back, because when they announced they were going to Australia, I was like, to go. So, is in a weird way, is me paying back to them, going watching them to Australia to play. So, but yeah. So a combination of a few things has sent me over the edge. Made me think, you know what, you can all go for yourselves. So realise that
angry double drag.
Realise that, you know, people are cunts. A lot of people are cunts. So why not join them? I mean, I'm not as big a cunt as I want to be.
You could be a lot worse.
I could be a lot worse. I can be a lot worse. I could be an arrogant cunt.
Yeah, you can be dead. Yeah, but I would say
I'm still at that stage where I'm a respectful person. Where I respect people's decisions, but at the same time, if they don't respect mine, then they can fuck off. You know what I mean? So, if I can work, my main work, I've started turning around. Oh, fuck it. I got a promotion from it.
Whatever works, innit?
Yeah.
I'm at that stage. Like I try to fucking please everyone in my work, and now I'm at the point where I've not even asked. Like if I know you've done something wrong, and you want to be dead petty about it, I can out petty anyone.
Oh, I can be petty.
Like prime example is we've got set rules for everything called work instructions. They are where you have to work, and it's either you will. Or let's say you will or you shall do this, which means you do that.
Yeah.
It's you can do this, so that's how we would like you to do it. But if you find a reason why you can't do that, you may deviate from it, and it's called a dynamic risk assessment. So I should or you shall do this.
Yeah.
You can do this, like whatever. So you should do this. So for example, lane closure, I've got to put out a certain way. Now if I can't do that because I'm on a slip road, shorter, you can then divert from that to make it safer for you, and things like that. As long as you've got a justifiable reason, like that sort of throw process. Now, that's also the same for setting signs and signals. And I, for ages, because when I was in our control room, I was a signals champion, is what it's called. I knew everything about it. I still know a lot about it. I still keep up to date with it. And I've reached a point where I'm like, do you know what? I'm fed up, So even the littlest thing, I'm just like, near miss. This is the work instruction they have not followed.
Yeah.
And this is why it is wrong. So you pass that to whoever's responsible for them getting it right and give that them. Because they can't even go, well, what we've done is we've looked at, no, sorry, it says you will do this. This is what you will do. Yeah. And they've not done that, so they are wrong. There you go. Deal with that.
Like, literally this morning, went to work and half the stuff wasn't set up for me to just go, start. I had to set up stuff that they should have done last night for me before I started. So I've done the exact same to them when they've come in this afternoon. Like, not left much stuff for them. They didn't say anything because I think they know that they've done it to me. Yeah. So I've just done it back to them, and then they're like, oh fuck.
It's a little tip for tat petty shit though, isn't it? Yeah. But at some point, that's when it all comes to head though.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we've depressed everyone for a little bit.
The salty bitch story, as it mentioned as well. I did like a New Year's speech on Facebook at the end of 2021. Basically calling people out. I was like, you know what, fuck it. You know, my version of events, it was like a combination of the last 2 years, what's happened.
Dutchy went in
hard. Oh yeah, fucking too right.
And rough and dry.
And quote ex-girlfriend's new fella. Found it. A month later, man, he's obviously gone into my Facebook. Stalking me. Hiya, mate. Hiya, Matty. I'll call him out.
I don't reckon he'll get this far into this.
No. Cunt. Went on my Facebook.
You are very she-bomb heavy today.
I love the word. I don't care. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love the word.
Let's plug it more in Australia and New Zealand where it's just a common word for it.
Fucking too. I love that place. He commented on it. Oh, you're just a salty bitch, aren't you? Look at you and all that. Sent you and Lauren screenshots of it. I was like, you know what? I'm pulling him all over Facebook tomorrow. And I did. Like, Lauren chimed in, you chimed in, comments.
I was just wondering what asshole himself though.
Next day, he messaged me as well, saying, "Oh, you're just a salty bitch. Look at you, you're pathetic and all that." So I put him on Facebook with the screenshot of his message and the comments. Literally half my Facebook friends went in on him, and that what made me think, you know what? Everyone loves me.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, where the fuck were you guys last year? No.
I was giving you space. I was just playing games. You weren't
The
in
fact was, she blocked me on Facebook when, like, you know, she got...
And then unblocked you to come and
blocked me, comment. I went, block. Get fucking blocked, bitch. I was like, yes. I blocked him again. He made a new Facebook.
He made a new account just to
comment again.
Just to come back and call you salty again.
Block. And then everyone went in. Everyone.
There was a few good.
And I fucking loved it.
Few good.
I think I only commented on it once because I just let everyone else do it.
Yeah, everyone else did it for you.
Like, you commented.
Bob went in.
Bob went in. My brother, my sister, everyone. Even my family members, mates who I've not spoke to in years, went on.
Bob made me laugh. Bob had some good comments. Do you know what? If I can find it, I should be able to find it. I mean, I have to do a lot of scrolling, but I'll find the status. I'll just take out snippets of comments of what was said. Just some of the more favoured ones of what was said. I'll even block out the names as well, so you can't see it. I know Rob doesn't care, so Rob's will stay in. But I'll just say Rob.
What was funny is one of his comments, that guy's comments, was, "Oh, can't wait to piss on all of these." And everyone's like, "You're gonna piss on us? Ugh, you fucking weirdo."
Yeah. Loads it, weren't they? Yeah. And Rob was like, "I'll enjoy it," or something like that.
I'll enjoy it, yeah. Do it,
I'll enjoy it.
Fucking weird. It's just the satisfaction of seeing her comment. I just went, "How fucking dare you?" Block.
How dare you?
I was just like, "Oh, that felt good. You dare block me after what we've been through."
How slightly erect did you get after blocking her?
No,
I
got more erect than when I was with her.
Delayed erection. And on that note,
next one.
What's next? We'll do two.
So that's the story.
How many get men do we actually have? We only have what?
I've gone through one. Hang on, let me.
What do you mean we gone through one?
No, we're not gone through one yet today.
Oh, okay.
That's soon one. There's one. Yeah, there's one.
Is it?
Yeah, there's one.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're running out of getting the bins. Would you rather? We've got a few. We do a would you rather, then we do the getting the bin.
Okay. We need to get the bins. So that puts us on what, 5? That puts us on about 30 now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
10 submissions. We get 10 submissions by next week. We will do a submissions only episode when we hit 40. So we slowly get it up, and then we slowly get it up, and then it all crashes down.
That's what she said!
So, here we go. You stop at a service station in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. It's locked up, and you need a wee. You go around the corner, and you see a woman giving 2 blokes a BJ. She signals you to come over and join in. Would you rather join in or walk away? Let's say you're 100% single for this scenario. I mean, you need a piss.
Oh,
you need somewhere to piss.
You dirty rat.
She wants it. She's already given 2 guys the deed, so...
Yeah,
just give a surprise. Just go, okay, yeah, sound. Just suck on this, and then when she's just doing it, just piss in her mouth. She won't do it again.
The thing is, she probably would.
But then, you know, the other guys will be like, oh, fuck off, you know, knock you out and all
See,
that.
I'm very much if you're going to have a situation like that, you need to make sure everyone's clean. I am not playing a lucky dip of STDs with some random little slag behind the back of a petrol station who's going, ho ho, ho ho, ho ho.
Depends who she is, what she is.
If she's blowing 2 people off and then inviting you in, she's definitely got something catchable.
Yeah. But you don't know what them 2 get.
Exactly, and you don't know what they've got as well.
So it's like, I'm only here for a piss, love. You
carry
on. I'll go around you the corner.
I'll piss on you if you want. That's about the most I'll go.
If you like being pissed on, I'll piss on you. But
that's about the most I'll go.
I'll walk away from it. Thank you very much. Some people would join.
Yeah, there's loads of people that join.
Some weirdos would.
But no, you
personally, as you know, I am 100% single in real life. But seeing that, I'd be like,
you can't be playing STD lucky dip, can you?
I'd rather keep my clean self away.
I don't want my balls swelling to the size of that skull.
Exactly.
Or it going green as this bottle had. And by that I mean...
I like it not to hurt when I piss.
Thing is though, a little burn when you're weak can be just a water infection though, so not necessarily an STD, but when you comes green, then you know you've got issues.
And you're like, oh fuck. You weren't meant to swallow that. Whoopsie!
When did I produce slime?
Ugh. It's like snot. Ugh.
Disgusting!
We are disgusting human
You're
beings.
grim.
Fucked up mine, mate. Fucking fucked up mine,
Oh my god. Naughty boy.
Right, get in the bin.
The last one. We need more.
We need more.
Send us more.
Bin men, strange one, but can we put little shitty fickle football fans in the bin?
Yes.
Hear me out. Last few seasons, United were all Glazers out, protesters, stat match and so on. This season, that's all died down. Well, yeah, because we're fucking winning. But Arsenal were all Arteta out last season, now he's a god. Liverpool fans have gone from FSG and Klopp are basically unicorns. They're so unique and now it's Klopp shit, team shit, owners need to fuck off. Massive case of short-term memory loss, it seems. Have at it, lads, go bin them. Yes.
I mean...
It is weird because, you know, Liverpool owners are selling up. Our Glazers are selling up.
Yeah, well, no, they're not though. Yeah. Until it's officially sold, I don't believe either one of them are selling up. FSG aren't selling up. They want 49% buy-in so they can get more money. That's all they want. You don't want to sell unless someone like the Qataris come in. But they wanted 51% and they were like, no. So whatever they were offering, 51%, was obviously not enough for them to go, yeah.
Yeah.
And even the Qataris, if they put what they bid, $5 billion, Glazers will probably still turn around and go, no.
Yeah.
And then go, it wasn't right. Or whatever. So they've done the bit of we're selling the club, so the fans are appeased, and they'll ride that whilst they can. And if performances start to dip again, then they'll go, now we'll sell.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get income. They've got income from the Carabao Cup. If you win the FA Cup, they'll get income from that. If you win the Europa League, they'll get income from that. Do I think you win the Premier League? No, I don't. Like,
it's funny though because Glazers took over United mid-2000s when Fergie was still in charge. And we've still won stuff with them in charge. So it is fickle of us fans to say, get them out. Because they have been there for some of our success.
The worst ones for me is the Arteta mob. There's Arsenal fans, particularly on like Arsenal-related podcasts, TV shows, YouTube shows, who were very much like, fuck off Arteta, he's a fraud, he's in the bad mind, blah, blah.
The top of the league.
Constantly get him out. And now this season, all of a sudden, it's like, you cannot do any wrong.
It's literally glory hunters. That they just want trophies every season. And it's not going to happen. You look at the supporters of clubs that are in lower leagues and bottom of the Premier League, they're not arsed, they're just like, oh, fuck it.
The only thing I disagree with that is I don't think many Liverpool fans are Klopp out.
No. Every Liverpool fan is Klopp in.
There's a lot of, he's got the tactics wrong, or he's got the team wrong, and you sit there and go, but has he? Because last week he played Henderson, Fabinho and Milner, and he got it wrong.
Yeah.
So this week he's gone with Fabinho, Bjetic and Elliott and gone, let's find what works. Because we're playing shit, let's find what works. And I know we've played shit, but I have not fell out with Klopp.
No.
And my only annoyance is the lack of investment in the squad. But then when you look at the overall picture, they won the league, they built a new stand.
Yeah.
Or won the Champions League, built a new stand.
Yeah.
They won the league, they put money forward to develop Anfield Road.
Stand, yeah.
So they've spent a good 100 to 150 million on increasing the capacity, which will then bring in more revenue, which then obviously allows us to get better deals on better players. So I get that. But you look at it and go, and everyone was like, oh, well, we won the Champions League and we didn't invest in the squad. We did.
You did.
But not to the level that everyone wanted. Everyone was like, we want an Mbappe. And I think that's what the problem is now with football is everyone wants a top tier signing, everything. So like everyone's like, if you're like City and you've not spent 80 million, and if you're Liverpool and you've not spent 80 million, or you're United and you've not spent 80 million on one player, you've not had a good transfer window.
Prime example, Ronaldo. Every United fan was like, holy shit, we got Ronaldo, we're going to win everything now.
Yeah, never
Look
were.
what happened, he's fucked off now.
Never were.
It's not worked out.
So when you brought Pogba back, same thing.
Yeah.
We've got Pogba for 89 million, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well done.
And Anthony, how much did he cost you? That 80 million, weren't it? What's that little fidget spinner done other than scored 2 goals?
Fuck off.
Absolutely piss off. Sancho, how much did he cost? He's not done much either. He's been injured. He's probably spent more time on the treatment table than he's spent on the pitch.
He's only just started playing again.
Look at, like, the prime example is Grealish. Everyone's gone, 100 million for that flop. Yeah, last year, bad player. But he's gone from being in a team where he's the sole responsible person for getting that ball from one end to the other. And he has to run at players, and he has to cause problems. He has to get free kicks, get fouls, get penalties, get goals. To now a team where he's got to play tactical. Pep doesn't want him getting on the ball in the halfway line and running with it. No. He wants him to pass it into midfield and then receive it and then pass it again and then receive it and then drive into the box. Like, he's got to change his whole gameplay. And now he's playing well again. He's playing good football. He's playing better football than he was at Villa.
Yeah. But a lot of people just rely on players' statistics as how many goals they've scored. Yeah. And it's not about
how many clean sheets they've kept.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I think Liverpool's defence has been good this year? No, I don't. But I can see as a fan who've watched them religiously for the past 3-4 years, almost every game, and go, I can see where the issue is. Last season, putting Manny in the centre was the best thing for us because he was bringing everyone back. He lost the ball, he came back. And because he's come back, Salah's like, I've got to go back. Yeah. And whoever's playing on the left wing, it was Jota or Diaz, like, I've got to come back. So everyone came back with the ball. The wingers are with the fullbacks, so they're not overloaded. And then this season, particularly at the start of the season, Salah was like, not doing it. So Trent is on his own for most of that time. And Henderson, who was playing like right wing, well, not right wing, but right centre mid, was always in there as well. So it was always 3 in that little pocket. And then they've gone to 2. And then his legs are falling off. So now we're on 1, and he's more exposed. And everyone's like, he can't defend. He's never had to defend. His responsibility's never been to defend. Yeah. He's a centre mid playing right back. And the reason he plays right back is because he gets more space. He's got the range of passing better than most players in the league. I'd say the only one that is potentially better is De Bruyne for a range of passing. And you put him in a space where no one really is. It's fucking brilliant. Such a smart idea. And he's got pace.
Yeah. So,
a lot of
the fans don't see the bigger picture.
No, they don't. I've never once been. I'm annoyed about lack of investment in the squad. Yeah. And if this summer you turn around and go, how much I don't want for Bellingham, 130 million, right, well, there's that, have that. And then we want another centre mid. So Mason Mount's contract's up. Do I rate Mason Mount as a player? Not particularly. Do I think Klopp would get good out of him? Yes, I do. Yeah. But I also thought Klopp would get good out of Keita, and he's not. I didn't think buying Oxlade-Chamberlain was a good idea until he got his knee injury. He was fucking smashing it. So, like, you can't judge signings as well off how they play at other clubs. Yeah. So, yeah, there is some very fickle fans. Very, very fickle fans who can get it in the bin.
Yes, very much so. Get in the bin. All the way in the bin. And yeah.
Like United 7-0 defeat. I can stay out of the bin.
Yeah, that can get in a bin.
Yeah. But again, same thing. There was probably fans after that game slating Ten Hag.
Yep.
Fucking the Glazers.
Fernandes got quite a bit of stick. Weghorst for touching the Anfield sign. What the fuck is he thinking? No! Who the fuck does that? An opposition player, especially a United player. His excuse was, I wanted to wind up Van Dijk. And it's like, you fucking wound up the whole fucking team, never mind Van Dijk.
Well, yeah, the 3 people who were behind him were the worst people to have behind him. There was Robertson, Trent, and Van Dijk behind him. And you're like...
Why? Weghorst.
I must say, though...
I'm glad he's on loan, so we can just fuck him off at the end of the season.
He's on loan from Burnley, isn't he?
From Burnley.
Fucking Burnley!
Well, he was playing for...
Besiktas, wasn't it?
Besiktas, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He was on loan at Besiktas, and you basically got him on loan from Burnley.
From Burnley, yeah.
You've got a striker playing for a team that's pushing for...
Promotion.
The top of the league, and they are playing well, don't get me wrong. But you've got a championship team who've loaned this player out. So he's not... In company's mind, he's not good enough for the championship team. Yeah. And then he's gone, like, what him fucking have him. And again, as a striker, he scored what? 2 goals?
2, 3 goals, whatever.
He scored at least 1 tonight.
Yeah.
But you sit there and go, when you've got a player like Rashford who scored 22 goals, but they're all from the left, I don't think he scored any from down the middle, has he?
No.
And obviously, Martial injured again.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be here by the summer.
He was a player. I was really upset you got him. I enjoyed watching him because I watched him at Monaco.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of the French league. I'd watched him at Monaco, and I was like, he's a really good player. When you got him, I was really annoyed because I was like, if he plays regularly, he's going to fucking violate the league. He's going to run at people. He's going to take them out. And his first few games he did. He destroyed us in his debut.
Very first game scored against us.
They're very Armory-esque.
Yeah.
And I was really worried that he was going to cause a massive problem. Then obviously he got a few injuries and his confidence dipped. And then all of a sudden he's a nobody.
Yeah. Like, he went on loan to Sevilla last year.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Towards the end of last season, he went to Sevilla on loan. So... And then he wanted. I think he said at one point, "I want to stay at Sevilla," but then we called him back. And he's actually playing better this season than he has last few seasons.
Yeah. And again, I think the Ten Hag is behind that and stuff like that. But there's loads of players. But the thing is, when they bought him, I remember saying Mbappe is going to just fucking go now.
Yeah.
Because Mbappe was the guy that got brought on for Martial.
Yeah.
Regularly. Martial, like 70 minutes on, we'll bring Mbappe on. And he'd always looked threatening. And I was like, he's just going to go now. I know he's actually I called him Mbappe because his actual name's Mbappe, but Mbappe. Mbappe, baby. Mbappe. There's loads of players like Hassan Oya from Lyon. I don't get why no one's picked him up because he's a great centre mid. Do I think he's a top tier Premier League player? No, but I think someone like Newcastle, he'd be a great signing for Newcastle now. You put him in that midfield with Bruno. He's Bruno, Green Mason, and any other midfielder. Doesn't matter who do you get.
I'm not on fucking what's his name from Everton.
Andy Gordon.
Fuck it. What a waste of money.
I just don't get it. But again, it's like when City bought some players, and you sit there and go, why the fuck? Like when they bought Benjani. Why they bought Benjani? 4 players.
Yeah, the story behind that, why they signed him, Harry Redknapp. Yeah. Fucking hell, and he wouldn't go.
Yeah, he didn't want to go.
He stayed in the airport.
Yeah. like Adebayor made sense. He was a Premier League proven player. Bellamy made sense. He had that little bit of aggression about him. He could lead a team. They actually bought some smart players, and that was like when they got Sagna and Cliche. You buy players who've been there in the league. Kolo Touré, been there in the league. Go buy him, and then mix it in with company. At the time, was playing fucking holding midfield role for Anderlecht. Bring him in. And he only played centre back because fucking he had no one else. Players got injured, and they went, "Oh, we're gonna have to play him there." And then all of a sudden, whoa, hello, we're on something here. City did it right. A lot of it. They also did a lot wrong in buying players and stuff. But
every team does that. Every team buys a shit player for every good player. So
I mean, look, I remember when Liverpool got fucking Joe Cole on a free, and everyone was like, "Joe Cole." Like he smashed it with Chelsea. Yeah, he was playing well for Lille in obviously in France. Like, but everyone was like, he's a good player, and he came and when he got back in the Premier, like, he's not the same player.
Got sent off in his first game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was there. Sent off against Arsenal as well, of all fucking teams.
First game of the season, red card.
It was such a bad red card as well. So I was red card. If you're gonna get sent off in your first game, at least make it memorable. At least like drop kick someone in the chest, like proper good sending off.
But no,
like do it properly. Don't just fuck it. It was like a little shitty back elbow thing, weren't it? Daft.
Yeah. Or daft. Was it a straight red or was it second?
It was a straight red. He got sent off for whatever it was. So it was definitely a straight red. I can't really remember it. It was dangerous play, definitely. Yeah. But it was a straight red he got. And I was like, and you look at it and go, that's you tit. and then fucking Andriy Voronin, like. I look at some of our players that we bought and sitting there, where the fuck, like Hodgson. Jesus Christ, such a bad choice of manager. Christian Poulsen, Konchesky, fucking the Serbian guy whose name I can never say, Janku Velotsky or something like that. Voronin was one of his. Fucking, you just sit there and just go, what on earth is that team?
Andy Carroll, would you rate him as a signing when you had him?
I was excited by the fact that he knew where the goal was. Yeah. I never thought he'd fit in our system. The way we played at the time, he was never going to work. And he was literally brought in as a panic buy because we sold Torres. Yeah. And I really, if the club had turned around and gone, do you know what? No, we're not selling him. You can fuck off. If you want him, 100 million.
For Torres.
You can have him, 100 million. And Chelsea wouldn't have paid that at the time for him. So, and you put Torres with Suarez in that team, he would have got the best out of him again.
Yeah.
he would have been the guy who was banging in goals. And we probably would have won the league the year after if we'd kept him. We have obviously Coutinho in there as well, and Sturridge and Sterling.
Well, that's it. You were that close.
that could have made a difference.
Yeah.
But I say that actually, our attack wasn't the issue that year, it was our defence.
Yeah.
It really was. Fucking Skirtle. Too many mistakes from Skirtle.
Oh, Skirtle.
And Danny Lagger, who was always injured.
Okay, no.
Dagger. Yeah, I think we've talked too much football.
We have. It's been like a football-esque one.
We're on about 50 minutes now.
Yeah.
Last time I looked, it was like 25. I was like, yeah, we're doing well. And then I went on rant mode.
It's 11:30. Fuck.
Yeah.
I need to be in bed.
You need to be in bed. I need to be in bed. I'm up early.
So, should we end it there?
We'll end it there, yeah.
Yeah.
Next week, I don't know, we might find more jokes stuff to talk about. We might find some more serious stuff to talk about. We've not decided yet.
Not yet. There's a good joke in here.
There's a good joke in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like jokes.
It's quite naughty, but it's fine.
Is it? Okay.
I say naughty, not in the sexual way.
How does someone submit a joke?
In part of the questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, jokes then. Let's go for jokes as well. Put jokes in the questions.
It's not a question, so it's more of a joke.
I like it.
So, yeah.
Is the joke a question?
We like jokes, so...
Is the joke a question? Is that what it sounds? Is
yeah,
it's
a question.
Like, what's the difference between a...
Yeah, it's a question.
Oh, okay. I like that.
It's kind of cast as a question.
I like that. That's smart.
So, we'll go for it.
We won't get in the bins.
Yeah, we need to
some
get
fun getting the bins. I go on more tangents, these rants. Yes, if you're not into soccer ball, we apologise for this episode, but guess what?
I mean, I don't...
Get it in the bin. Fuck you.
Go fuck yourself. Wait a minute. Who are you?
There you go. Okay. Get in the bin. If you don't like football conversations. So it was going to happen once or twice. If it was going to happen at all, it would have always been after Liverpool tore United the new one 7-0. And did you expect anything less? Do you want to know anything more about that? The can is 65p. Because if it was 70p, it would have been hilarious. I would have actually got a little permanent marker and drawn a little dotted line between the 7 and 0.
What was it that Schmeichel said to Carragher when he was winding him up about it?
I don't even know. I'll enjoy your trophy or something, weren't it?
Oh, what was it? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it took Schmeichel...
It's 7 own goals, that's it.
Was it?
Yeah, because he was winding Schmeichel up about it, and then Schmeichel went, oh, the 7 rings a bell. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Jamie Carragher scored more on goals than 7. I generally do think he scored more.
He went because he kept saying 7 all the time to Schmeichel. Schmeichel just went, "Oh, 7, like the amount of own goals you scored."
Jamie Carragher own goals, right? Most Premier League goals. The players he scored. He's probably I think he's the second highest or a bit highest.
Richard Dunn's scored the highest.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right, that's not right. Yeah, he scored 2 own goals against United, didn't he, in one game?
Yeah.
5 players. Do you know what? He had 7 goals.
7 own goals.
7 own goals.
So Schmeichel did his research before that because he knew it was coming.
He's going to come up, yeah. Fair play. Fair play. That's a little stat to have in your hand, though, isn't it?
Do you know that? Remember that when Gary Neville brought up the footage of Carragher scoring the own goals just to wind him up?
Have you seen the video of Mika Richards winding him up?
No.
So like Mika Richards pranked him. So when they go through like the last record, like practicing like the touch screen pads and stuff. So Mika's sat next to some guy in the back, and like so Jamie's drawing circles, and obviously they've got a camera on him. So as he draws it, this guy draws it, and like saying you can see what Jamie's trying to draw around. And he goes to draw something like on this side, and the circle comes across the other side. He's like, I didn't do that. And like every so often, he just starts drawing lines towards fixtures. So it's like it was towards the end of like last season, and it's like looking at Everton's, Palace, and someone else's fixtures, and it's like, and like so like that, and this one will be Kane, and this one will be Kane, and then all of a sudden it circles another one's like very late on, and he's like, why is that one Kane? He's like, I didn't do that. And he's like, he gets progressively more wound up because obviously it's getting closer and closer to the actual kick-off, and the system's not working the way it's supposed to be working, and he just gets fucking irate. Like, yes, love it.
It was a good wind-up.
Yes.
Anyway.
I love a good wind-up. Ding, 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 ding.
Bastard.
Usual shit. like our shit,
Follow us, like us.
comment on our shit,
Comment.
follow our shit.
Give us shit.
And whilst you're following our shit, follow our social media as well.
Lol.
Lol, 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 lol. I am going back to streaming by the time you watch. If you watch this on release day, tomorrow,
Monday
the 13th. It had to be the 13th. Though. I specifically picked the 13th. I'll be going lives, 9:30 in the morning.
Oh, good, because I'm in work at 2:10.
I was going to say, I'm in work.
Good man.
I'm watching you.
Good time.
Good timing, yes. I'm in work 2:10 as well on Monday, to be fair. That's the reason why it's 9:30 in the morning.
Right.
Ease myself back into it.
Why not?
Get a nice little rhythm going. And then come April, Lou's going to start streaming as well.
Yeah.
It'll be a streaming household until Lucy wants to stream as well. I might start doing a weekend one where she sits with me.
Yeah.
And we stream and we'll play some kid-friendly games.
Do it.
I'll have to find some kid-friendly games first to download. I've got Paw Patrol. I'll do.
There you go, yeah, Paw Patrol.
No, you know what? She can play Hogwarts Legacy. She can Vada Kedavra away around the map.
You get a Vada Kedavra. You get a Vada Kedavra. Everyone gets a Vada Kedavra.
If I can get it on PC and learn how to code it properly so that you get the cooldown of Vada Kedavra from 45 seconds to 0. I've seen a great one where someone like got a Voldemort skin.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful.
Oh, fuck.
But I need to PP now. So,
let's go.
Yes, see you all next week.
Bye.
Love you, bye. Get in the bin.